What's going on, everybody? All right, so for today's video blog, it's not really a market update. It's more so an update as to what's been happening in this area and in the market with people not being able to close on deals. I'm sure you guys have heard all the horror stories. Properties are not closing. There's usually a chain reaction because someone who bought your house and then you bought somebody else's house. And if you can't close, if your house isn't closing, you're not going to close on somebody else's house. So it can affect quite a few families and people, and it's quite difficult to deal with. Now, what's happening is sometimes it's actually buyers who just can't get approved for that mortgage because when they bought their house, let's just say they bought it for $1 million, even though they were approved, we're hoping they were approved, we're hoping they didn't put an offer in thinking everything's good to go, that they had done all the necessary due diligence, and their agent made sure to discuss what the repercussions would be if they went in firm without getting a mortgage approval. I don't even know why they would be helping them without a mortgage pre-approval, but anyways. But sometimes the bank will say, well, now your property is not worth X amount of dollars and we're not going to approve you for the entire amount. And that's preventing a deal from going through. Again, they're still on the hook for it. They can still get sued, and they more than likely will get sued and they will lose. So they should do everything within their power to make sure they can close on the deal. However, there are some families out there, there are some people out there that are just walking away from their deals because they're going, oh wait, my property's not worth X amount of dollars anymore, I don't want it. Keep my deposit, I'm walking away. You can't do that. You will get sued and you will definitely lose. I'm actually gonna be linking to an article right now about a family that got sued for $360,000. They bought the property close to 1.2 million. The market started shifting, came down a little bit. They walked away from the deal. The sellers had to try and resell that property and they ended up selling it for $900,000. So, you know, they sold their house, but they've lost technically on $300,000 potential because they had initially sold firm to this family and they lost the judgment for $300,000. And that's the way it should be. You don't have the right to buy something firm, contractually obligated, you put a deposit down and then say, oh, you know what, I don't want anymore. Because think about if the shoes are on the other foot. Imagine the market starts picking up again and you bought a house for $900,000, but by the time you're supposed to be closing, the seller goes, you know what, I don't want to close for $900,000, I want $1.2 million. People would lose their minds, right? So it works both ways. So just because the market's in a shift doesn't give you a reason to walk away from the deal. And a lot of people are just saying, oh, keep my deposit. That doesn't work like that. You're gonna lose your deposit and you're gonna lose judgment against you for any additional costs that are incurred by the sellers, all right? So it is a difficult time to navigate right now in this market. However, if you have a firm deal in place, it's firm. You don't have the right to just pick up and walk away, all right? I think we're gonna start seeing this slow down. I think you know, dust is gonna start settling soon, but right now it's we're seeing some pretty crazy things. So if you guys have any questions, Jacob at SoldByJacob.com, Instagram, Facebook, SoldByJacob, and the website, SoldByJacob.com. Don't ever hesitate to let us know if you need anything.